Ma'am?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, ma'am. Nice. Shall I start, ma'am?
Yes, sir. You can start now, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. Good evening, my dear students. You are all warm welcome to the another biological session. Last class, what we have discussed already, about. So, what are the things already we discussed? What is meant by naturality and also mortality. Okay. And then we are going to discuss the next part is called as carrying capacity. So what is my carrying capacity? The carrying capacity is also denoted as a constant. There is a letter is K. Okay. Here, how it will be? Suppose any one of the living organism, if you want to grow in a particular area or any other environment, the environment factor is essential for their growth, reproduction, and so on. So, okay, that is the carrying. For example, food, water, and climate conditions. These are the factors. What happen? Enhance the growth of the population. Okay. See here, no matter how rapidly population grow. Okay. So they eventually reach a limit imposed by shortages of important environmental factors such as space. Suppose if you are sitting in a classroom, just imagine normally 40 students, they will sit in the particular class. Means suppose 100 students is there, what will happen? The space is not sufficient, so you have to build a new classroom. So the space is very, very important. Suppose take an example in a family, the member is 5. Think about that things. Suppose if it is 10, suppose if it is increases up to 10, what happen? The space is not sufficient. So that is one of the factors. And light is also very, very important. About light. Without light, there is no photosynthetic reactions synthesized by food. Okay. So the food is very, very essential for the growth rate, isn't it? Growth of the human body as well as the population also there. Okay, suppose 10%, 10 students is there in a particular hostel. Take an example. 50 students, take an example. 50 students in a hostel. Okay, they are preparing 50 students only, isn't it? Suppose 100 students comes, what will happen? You have to work out for more. So that is the thing. And water is also very, very important factor. All the living organisms, they require water molecules, and not only that, and nutrients. Suppose if you will not get the proper nutrition, what will happen? Okay, it will lead to drawback. Okay, you will not get a proper nutrition. Means what is that? Suppose only one egg is there. Suppose if you are alone, you can take it, isn't it? You will get the food completely, isn't it? Protein containing food. Suppose if you are two persons, suppose your brother, your sister, some person is live with you. Okay, just imagine you have to split, isn't it? You have to split the single egg into half and half. So your energy, that means you are getting the energy is very less compared to the previous time. You say, okay, these are all important things. Okay. See, such as a space, light, water are nutrients, very, very essential. Particularly, the population ultimately may stabilize at a certain size called the carrying capacity. The population, what is that? The population, number of peoples or animals or any other things. In take an example, forest or aquatic animals. Take an example, human being. Okay, may stabilize. It's a constant. That's why they have given us a K symbol. Okay, at a certain size called the carrying capacity of the particular place where it lives. That is very, very important, my dear students. Okay, so I will show you the slides, then it will be better for your understanding. Okay, for the next one. The carrying capacity symbolized by K, that is denoted as a constant. Okay, is a maximum number of individuals that the environment can support. For example, a particular place, take an example. You put a small round. Okay, how many people stand within the round? Take an example, 100 students or 100 people, they can stand. Suppose more than 100, what will happen? They will not support, isn't it? Take a examples of stage also. A particular stage, they may, what is that? Hold the peoples, how much, 25 or 30 like that. Suppose addition of 30, what happened? The stage is collapsed. We all are fell down, isn't it? So likewise, so that is the reason. The maximum population size that can be supported by the environment is called the maximum carrying capacity. For example, take an example of globe, isn't it? The particular island, take an example. Suppose it has a small spaces there. Okay, 2023. Okay, 10 millions. Just imagine. Suppose more people also emigrated or immigrated. Okay, what happened? So immigration means inside it coming. Okay, the population density will be increases, so the food as well as other things also lead to scarcity. That is very, very important, my dear. So maximum carrying capacity, how much is there? It will also support by the environment. Okay, see this one. See this one. This is the exact manner. See this is the normal empty jar. Just imagine. The first what they have, there is a large space. How many fish inside is there? The container, it contains only 3 fishes only, isn't it? Suppose after 2023, this is considered of 2080 or 90 like that. Imagine, okay. So after 50 years, what happened? The population density, it will be over. So how much it can carry the particular, what is that, vessels? So here, just imagine 50 fishes is there. Here 3 only is there. Here 50 is there. Suppose more production takes place, more production or reproduction by the fishes, the more number of the organism will be increases. What happened? The container did not hold it, isn't it? It comes out. Okay. So how much they can carry the maximum level? That is called as carrying capacity. Suppose if it is more, what happens? Sometimes the body is also broken, isn't it? It is also another drawback. Okay, that is the reasons. Okay. Suppose take an example of any ship. Take an example. It's a very good example for the ship. Maximum 500 persons they can travel on the ship, like that. Imagine. Okay. Suppose more than 500, what happened? No, it may be shrink in the sea. That is the capacity. How much they can carry? Okay. So you can carry 10 kg. Suppose if you are getting more than 10 kg, mean what happened? It lead to, you will not carry, isn't it? It lead to some difficulty, physical difficulties. That is the things. That is called as what is that? Carrying capacity. Once again, repeat for you. What is the meaning of carrying capacity? Just imagine. Okay. The carrying capacity is symbolized by K is the maximum number of individuals that environment can support. That is called as carrying capacity. The maximum population size that can be supported by the environment is called as maximum carrying capacity. Already I told you the same thing. How much they can carry. Okay. How much they can carry. That is called as maximum carrying capacity. You can hold 10 kg only. That is the maximum. Suppose we are getting, you are loaded by more than 10 kg. What is that? It is not your maximum carry capacity because you cannot move from one place to another place. It is a drawback. So this is the best example. See the first one. It is a, which you know, 3 fishes in the container or a jar, isn't it? After 10 years, what happened? The container, it will be more. So the space is not there. Okay. So this is this much they can carry. Suppose more than that one, what happened? It will be comes out like this. Okay. So that is the maximum carrying capacity. Can be denoted as a constant K. Okay. So next one is the total fertility rate, simply called as TFR. What is meant by total fertility rate? Already you know all about. Okay. Fertility. It is nothing but the, you know, that young one you are getting, isn't it? That is called as fertility, or always called as birth rate. We can calculate. Okay. It is the average number of children that would be born to a woman during her lifetimes. Each one, for example, some of the person in the olden age, take an example, olden age, I am telling about the 1940, 50. That time what happened, each and every family, they are having 10 children, 5 children, okay, 8 children, like that, isn't it? So it is the average number of children that would be born to the women during her lifetime, totally. But nowadays, what happened? 1 or 2 only. Okay, so assume the age-specific birth rate given year. So that is very, very important. Nowadays, what happened? Only one child, 1 children or 2 children only we are having. Okay, so that is the total fertility rate. But now what happened? The fertility rate will be reduced compared to the other thing. Take an example of other country peoples. Some of them in Mughal period and so on. So in historical aspect, each person you have to give how many? 10 to 5 children per wife, like that they told. So these are the historical aspects. Okay. So that is the total fertility rate. Okay. So go to the next one. See this. So total fertility rate. Okay. See, normally they usually practice subscribed I represented 5 years intervals such as see here 15 to 19. Okay. And then 20 to 24 and 45 to 49. Okay. They calculated how many times, see here 1, 2, like that you have to calculate. This is the formula. Okay. The maximum of the formula were used for the total fertility rate, TFR, that is equal to, see this one, sigma I equal to 7 divided by S equal to 1, B1 divided by P1 into 1000. Always they calculate which one in thousands. The B, number of live birth registered during the year of month of age 1, where I is the interval of 5 years. Interval means I denoted as. P, mid-year female population in the same age group. These are the expansion of the formula. Okay. So just note it down. What is my total fertility rate? That means TFR. So how many years they are calculating for each 5 years? So how much number mean thousands they calculate. This is very, very important, my dear. Okay. Okay. Next one is, so very, very important things. Replacement level. What is meant by replacement level? Why we are studying this one? Okay, see that it is the number of children a couple must produce to replace themselves. The actual replacement level is always slightly higher than 2. Sometimes they may ask the question, replacement level normally how it will be? Slightly higher than 2 means 3 or 4, like 2.1 to 2.7. Here they have given as a 2.1 to 2.7. See here. Some children will die before reaching the reproductive age. This is the replacement level. Replacement, so suppose any one of the family, they are having the 2 children, you know, before attaining the reproductive age, some of the children, they may be die. Okay, so that is called as what is a so instead of that one, what happened? A replacement. Okay, they will get another child also, whether it may be adopted or sometimes it may be same couple also. Okay, so die before reaching the reproductive age. In developed countries, a replacement level is at 2.1, where in the developing countries it is around 2.7, due to the higher death rate at the immature age and shorter life expectancy. Don't forget, my dear student, this is also sometimes they may ask the questions. Normally, what is that? It is not normally the SLR rate, oral rate, always it will be so slightly higher than 2.0. That's why they have given us a 2.1 here. Okay, whereas the developing countries, it is around 2.7. How much it will be there? 2.7. 2.0, 2.1, 2.7. Due to higher death rate at the immature age already know, before attaining the, which one you know? Reproductive age. And shorter life expectancy. What does that mean? Sometimes it may be an accident or some other things. Okay, and also due to illness. Okay, so these are the shorter life. Okay, as a result, what happened? Death rate will be higher. So what happened? Replacement level also, that oral, okay, is also high. So that is the reason. Normal rate, this one, suppose if it is like this. Okay, okay. Go to the next one. This is also another one. A zero population growth. Sometimes they may ask the question, zero population growth. What is meant by zero population growth? Each and every, what is that? Countries, it has its own and zero population growth statistical calculation is that. Simply called as a ZPG, so zero population growth. See here, operationally, United Nations, okay, always take an example. This is the important country, UN. Define nation that have rate of natural increases less than or equal to 0.2% to be zero population growth. Any one of the country, what does that mean? Meaning, growth, it will be the production, reproduction of the, that means the population growth. So less than or equal to 0.2%, it's considered as a zero population. So that country, what happened? There is no any new increasing the population. Take an examples of China. Okay, taking the first place worldwide, which one is the first in population? You know, China is the first one. Second one is which one? You know, in our country only. Okay, 2050, what happened? We can beat China, like that. The statistical and also analysis also they told. Okay, see, normally zero population. What is meant by zero population? Any one of the country, okay, the growth rate, the growth of the population, it will be 0.2%. It is considered as a zero population growth. That is when R, that R is denoted as zero population, is less than or equal to the population growth of 0.002, the nation is considered to have stopped the growing. So those who are having the, which one is the R rate less than equal to the population growth 0.002. Such nations, what happened now? The growth, it will be very less, that is zero. Okay. So the human population is very, very essential for the growth of the country also. That is the things they are telling, isn't it? So here we must note it down. Zero population. What is meant by zero population? Okay, zero population is nothing but the less than or equal to 0.2% of the population is called as zero population. It is a statistical worldwide followed statistical calculation by the United Nations. Then is when R is less than or equal to, less than means what is that? You know, the R is denoted as 0.2 only. Less than or equal to means 0.2. Suppose less than means, see here, the population growth is like this number. Okay, the nation is considered to have a stopped growing. The population level is very less, like that they told. See, this one is also calculated a small equation. Just imagine that Zero population growth means the number of births equal to number of death. That is very, very important. Don't forget, my dear students. Take an example. Number of birth. Take an example. 100 people or 100 babies or birth at the same time. 100 people or die like that. 100 baby, 100 people like that. So the growth rate is 0. So this is considered as zero population growth. Okay. For the next one. And migration and dispersal. Just imagine it already in our board. Migration means the animals are animals, social animals like as a human being or tiger or lion or whatever, they can migrate from the one place to another place. They can move from the one place to kinetic energy. That means that can move. So just take an example in seesaws. Okay. In also Arabian Sea or Indian Bengal as well as the another. Okay, sometimes what happens, the fishes also, number of fishes, okay, will be very high in that area only. They can migrate into the Arabian Sea sometimes. Sometimes this side, the peoples, they will get more, what is that? Fishing ability, okay. So these are all of the migrations in mostly present the animals oriented. Dispersal is nothing but what is that meaning? Group dispose after finishing your prayer, isn't it? Dispose means you have to spread, isn't it? Take an example. Say any one of the seed, it can dispose itself with the pollen grain from the surrounding. So that is very, very important. See here, the migration is the movement of the individual into immigration or out of the emigration, a place or country. That is called as migration, isn't it? Migration is nothing but the movement from one place to another place, simply. Okay, immigration means what is that? They are coming from the one country to another country. Okay, out of means some of the persons, okay, they can move from our country to another country. That is called as emigration, or place or country. It may be immigration, it may be food or shelter or job or whatever it may be, business or something else. The same process, they can both the level. Okay, immigration as well as the emigration. One net immigration, that is immigration minus emigration. What is meant by immigration? Net, how much persons coming inside? Okay, that is minus emigration is added to the population growth by birth. So this is an important point. How will you calculate it? Okay, how will you calculate the populations? Immigration, how much? Emigration, how much? How much death? How much birth? So all are calculated. Okay. The net immigration may be positive, 0, or even negative. This is the three things. Already, this is common things. Positive means plus already. Whether it may be 1 or 2, it may be increases. 0 means there is no immigration, there is no emigration. That is called as 0. Negative means what is that? It may be outgoing, isn't it? Emigration. That is a negative one. Only immigration is not there, emigration only. That is considered as a negative. Okay, media. So this is the important point, emigration. So here it is very, very important. Which ones? One is the net immigration, that is immigration minus emigration is added to the population growth by birth. The net immigration may be positive or 0 or even negative. That is the result. This is the result. Three things is just take an example. Any one of the graph, there is a 0, and left side there is a negative, right side there is a positive. Okay, media. See this one. So this one is called as dispersal. This one is called as migration. Migration means they are moving from the one country to another country or one place to another place. Okay. Dispersal means, see here, it is what happened? It can be scatter. Okay. It is scatter like that. Okay. This is called as dispersal. This is called as what is the migrations. Okay, media. Go to the next one is. So that immigration, and another one is called as emigration. Immigration is the number of the individuals of the same species that have come into the habitat. Immigration means coming from the one country to our country or any one of the places. That is called as habitat from elsewhere during the time period under consideration. Okay, this is called as immigration. How many times it will be? Take an example. We are going to live in the foreign countries. How many years? 5 years. After 5 years, you will get green card. Or 10 years, you will get the green card, isn't it? Exactly, I don't know. So 10 years or 15 years. In our country, what happened? 5 to 10 years, same things, 3 to 5 like that. You will get the citizenship, isn't it? So this is called as the immigrations. Emigration is also another part. Is also number of individuals of the population. Why we are studying these two? Immigration and emigration both are included in the population. Okay, there is a reason. So we are studying population means whether any one of the country peoples are coming inside or going outside. Take an example. Both are included. At the same time, death rate as well as the birth rate is also included. That is very, very important. Take an example in Tirupur. Okay, how many people they were come from the north side? 20,000 people per day. One day they came here for the work. Okay, that is called as the immigration. Immigration, one state to another state here. Okay, so at the same time, one country to another countries also. One country to another country too. Okay, there is also another one. Okay, media. Okay, so immigration is the number of the individual of the population who left the habitat and have gone elsewhere during the time period under consideration. Okay, media. So this is also important. See here, immigration through the way of space. Okay, vehicles coming from other country to in our country. Immigration for the purpose of business or any other things, work or any other process for the living process, all those things. At the same time, we are moving to the somewhere else. Okay, this is also immigration by this. Whether not only this and also train or ship or whatever it may be. Okay, so these are the differences. So immigration and immigration, inlet, outlet. We can call inlet and outlet. Okay, coming inside and going outside. That is also very, very important. The age distribution is another important factors. Okay, the age distribution, a population at any given time is composed of individual of different ages. Okay, take an example, any one of the populations. What happened So many criteria, age group is there. Take an examples. Okay, in the birth to up to old age people. I will show you next slide. The age distribution, percent individuals of a given age or age group is plotted for the population. The resulting structure is called as age pyramids. Already the structure of pyramid look like the bottom is very large in nature and gradually decreases and tip it will be sharp in nature, isn't it? That's age pyramids. So here, what happened? The age pyramid, age distribution is also denoted as a pyramid-like structures, because birth rate is increases, isn't it? Death rate is decreases. That's structure you can draw like this, isn't it? See here, I will show you. Okay, see this one. Okay, the age group. Okay, take an example. This is the pyramid structure, isn't it? Already you studied in the where in the food chain, isn't it? The lower age, just consider here the space is very large in size, isn't it? Up to this level. Okay, and also you can calculate like this also. Okay, both side. Here can birth rate. So the baby, children's. Okay, birth baby. Okay, birth. Take an example, any birth. Okay, children's how much is there? Just imagine per year. Okay, 20,000. Imagine, just I told you 20,000 only. Okay, 20,000. Okay, so what about the next age group? And the next one is children's. Okay, children's. Okay, children's. Okay, children's. Take an example, 15,000. Okay, 15,000. Imagine I'm roughly I calculated here. And the third one is taken examples adult. Okay, adult 10,000. Okay, just a small calculation only. In particular area you can calculate. And then another one is also adult. This one is called as adult, isn't it? Then age group up to 25 to 50. Okay, age group up to 25 to 50. So 52, what is that? 80, 52, 80, 52, 80. Okay, the last one is what is that? Death rate. So this is also more than 80 or above 80. Okay, so above 80. So this is considered here. What happened? This is a normal statistical calculation. For example, birth rate, it will be very high. Okay, birth rate is it's also very high in nature. Gradually decreases because the birth is also after the 15 years, it will be like this. And after that, 5 years, what happened is like this. There is an interval. Okay, there is a graduation. The last one is called as death rate. Death rate is not equal to the birth rate, isn't it? Suppose if it is equal, what happened? That condition is called as zero population, isn't it? Already in our report, zero population. Okay, the birth rate. Okay, birth rate is when it equal to the what is that? Death rate. So it is considered as what is that? Zero population growth. Okay, so it may be varied. Okay, normally it may be, naturally it is varied. Okay, that is very, very important, my dear. Here, this is considered as a pyramid-like structures. Okay, and different age group, that is very, very different age group means birth is also one, and children's, adult, and also middle age group, and also the older peoples, and then finally the senior citizens. Above the 50, there are comes under the additional senior citizenship. Okay. This is the important idea. Okay, see here. Okay, see here. See that? So this is the important. The age pyramid is a graphical illustration that shows the distribution of the various age group in a population. These are the peoples. Already we saw it in the birth to death. What are the people? They are all growing in living in a particular population only. Okay. Take an example in your family also. Okay, you are the young one, isn't it? Your brother or sister is also young one. You are the elder. Okay, and take an example, father and mother. Already you take an example. These are all old citizens. Grandmother. So you can imagine. Okay, so these are the things. Go to the next one. So here the age pyramid is also depends upon their baby. Is the first one. Children's, adult, middle age group. Okay, here I have to, okay, so middle age group. Okay, middle age group. Okay, not only that, okay, age group, and teenagers, old citizen, above 100. Above 100 is denoted as death. Okay, the graduation already in our, but it's look like which one you know. So like this, pyramid like structures, because baby is high, death rate is very less. Okay, that is the things. See here. The age pyramid, okay. The age pyramid, what does that mean? You know, already we discussed, depends upon the age, they are calculated. The rate at which a population can be expected to grow in a future can be assessed graphically by means of population pyramids. Assessed, what is that? Graphically, that is very, very important. Already we saw it in a graphical representation. A bar graph displaying the number of people in each age category. Sometimes they were used the bar graph. I will show you how it will be bar graph. See this one is considered as a bar graph. Already you saw it, isn't it? Already you saw it, that things also. See this one. See, take an example. Bar graph is nothing but the there is a graph is the small representation. Okay, so this is the consideration. Okay, bar. Here you can take examples of ages. Okay, age. Okay, ages, age. Okay, so take an examples of 5, 10, 15, 20, interval 5 or 10, whatever it may be. You can calculate your own style, isn't it? You can frame it. Okay, here you can take an examples 5. So you start from here 1. Okay, figure first 1 to sorry, wait. Okay, here I will show you. Okay, see here. Here, so 1 to 5. Okay, 1 to 5. Here, 6 to 10. Okay, here, 11 to 15. Likewise, you calculate. Okay, up to 60 or 100 like this. Just imagine here, you have to imagine as 100. How the bar diagram, here what happened, no, the age group, different age group is there. Different age group, this is the age. Here, what happened, you know, see here. The first one, so it will be very high in nature. High in nature. So, it's not like that. Okay, bar only I draw, yes, it's better for your understanding. Okay, so this is considered a bar group, say only single diagram it will comes. Okay, this is already in orbit 0. This is the y-axis. Okay, here x dash. Okay, x. Okay, like that. The diagram already they may be represented as a which one, there is a age group. Okay, for example, take an examples, a baby. Okay, simply called as baby, and also children's, adult. Okay, and also above 50. Okay, here senior citizenship. Okay, seniors. Okay, seniors. Okay, seniors. Okay, we calculated how it will be. Just take an example. There is a form. There is a separate is there. Here you can calculate the numbers. You can calculate as a number. Okay. Okay. This is considered here numbers. Numbers. It may be. Okay. Numbers here age group. Okay. Different age group. Age group. Okay. Just imagine. Okay. Just imagine different age groups. That this is called as baby. Okay. Baby. Okay. Baby. Okay. How it will be now? Already you know about the rate will be very high or less in nature. Okay. Just imagine. Here the baby rate is see here. Just imagine. I will draw here diagrammatical representation, then it will be better for your understanding. See, you can calculate it like this. See, not I have to differentiate, concentrate. See here, the baby. Okay, this one is the age group baby one, and children's, adult, and more than 50 age group, and also senior citizens. So in this case, what happened? The population rate it will be like this. Okay, this is called as what is a bar diagram. Okay, here we may calculate up to 100 number. Okay, number only 100 or 1000, whatever it may be. Here 90. Okay, 80 and 70, whatever it may be. Okay, 60 and 50, like that. Okay, you calculate it. So this is considered here a baby. Okay, this is the graphical representation. Okay, baby up to which number? 95. Okay, 95 babies. And then children's. Okay, children's maybe about the a particular level only. So this is also considered as 85. Okay, just consider this one is called as 85. Okay, adult. About adult, it is this much only. That is considered as 60%. Okay, age group already about age groups also differ, isn't it? Because compared to the others, so age group is also 50% age group is this much. The senior citizen is very less. Okay, senior citizens is also very less or equal. Okay, senior citizen this much only. You can imagine. Okay, but death rate it will be very less. This is considered a death rate. Okay. So this is the graphical representation of different age group. Okay. So these are the bar diagram. This is considered a bar diagram. Bar. Okay. Bar diagram. So this is very, very important, my dear students. Different age groups here, baby, children's, adult, and also age group up to 50, senior citizen, death also. That is always very less compared to the birth rate. So this is the graduation. So this is the graduation. Okay. So up to level, which one So the percentage it will be maximum 10. Okay, or 20, like that. Per year or per month, like that they calculate. So this is the normal level of the death rate. This is the rate. Okay. So likewise, this one. So here what happened, this age, this one is a senior citizen, it may be 60%. Here it up to 70%. This one's approximately here. Okay, I have mentioned here. So this is the so we have to calculate. This one is we have to erase it, then only it will be clear. Okay, media. So this is the important. See, this one and also. Okay, media. Just imagine this is considered a baby group, isn't it? Just imagine baby. This one is adult. Okay, so these are the different age group is also calculated by the bar diagram only. Then it will be clear. Suppose we are seeing the number, how many is 100? Which one is 100 here? The baby is 100. So the per year. So for example, calculating the numbers per year like that they calculate. Okay. So 2022. Imagine 2023. Okay, 23. So how much is there? No, the baby is how much is there? 95. What about the children? Children's is 90. Adult, how much is there? 85. So that age more than 50%, which one 45% or 70%. Senior 50%. Death rate is 5% or 10%. Like that, they may be calculated the graphical representation. This is called as what is that? Okay, made it. This is one of the important graphical representation given by the diagram. Okay, see here. So that is called as bar graph, displaying the number of people in each age category. I already saw it, isn't it? The males are coming here. You have to separate it. For example, baby is there, isn't it? The baby, which how many male baby, how many is female also? We can calculate. Likewise, each and every age group. In adult order, some of them are pregnant people is also. Some of the normal. Some of them are married. Some of them are non-married. So likewise, okay, we can group. We can group it into different categories. Okay, for example. Already told you. Okay, male are conveniently shown to the left of the vertical age axis, female to the right. Okay, sometimes they are asking which one See this one. Males is conventional. What is that? Or conveniently shown to the left of the vertical age axis, the female to the right. Okay, a human population pyramid does display the age composition of a population by sex also. So already saw it here. You can calculate it both direction, right side or left side. Okay, which side we have to show it? The left of the vertical age axis. Which one? Female to the right. Then male or left, female or right side. Okay, you have to divide. How it will be like this? See this one. So the same things is there. You have to calculate this side also. Okay. You calculate it like this, bar diagram. So you have to calculate it like this. So this is the right side, isn't it? Female. This one is side female. Sorry, female. This one is called as male. Okay, you have to calculate. So here you have to calculate like this. Okay, whether how much is there, whether increases or decreases. Same process also this side. Okay, from this one. Okay. At the same time, you have to group each group also. You have to divide into what is that? Male and female. Okay, this is the way. See this one. See, a human population pyramid does display age composition of the population by sexes. Okay, so this is also another important male and female. That's all. Okay, each one it has a age group. Okay, the most human population pyramids, the number of older female is disproportionately large compared with the number of older males, because female is most region have a longer life expectancy than males. Normally, you know about that all the age group female it has a high value. That is the reasons. Okay, the three age referred to as the ecological ages in the populations are. So as a result, what happened? They prepare a 3 age level. They divide into 3 age referred to as a ecological. What is that? Ages in a populations are 3. What are they? Pre-reproductive. Pre-reproductive means before 6th, like that. Before 6 or 7. Okay, before reproductive. Reproductive. Okay. So reproductive means you know very well about up to 40 or 35 up to age. Post-reproductive. So 42 or 35 to and above, like that. So these are the 3 categories have been reported due to the which one 3 ages referred to as the ecological ages. What are the 3 ages? Ecological ages, that is denoted as the populations are which one the pre-reproductive, reproductive, and post-reproductive. Already we studied in the fertilization, pre-fertilization, at the time of fertilization, as well as the post-fertilization. Likewise, pre-reproductive, reproductive, and post-reproductive. They have divided into 3. It is also denoted as a age pyramid-like structure. See the structure, you can easily understand. See here, pre-reproductive. Okay, this is considered as children's, isn't it? This is the expandable. Expand. There are 2 is there, expanding and stable. Okay, here the number is high. Reproductive, you see that reproductive, they take an example, this is the 1000, 2023, 24, 25. Okay, 24 like this. Here the 24, 25, how it will be? differ or decrease. Here the degrees, reproductive stages decrease. And then again, the post-reproduction old people. These are all old people. So the old people, they will not reproduce themselves. It will be reduced condition. Here the age is correctly reproductive, pre-reproductive. This is the reproductive. So it's a decreases. So that's why it is called as a pyramid-like structure. You draw a structure, it can be look like this one. You draw a structure, this is the pyramid, isn't it? So you have to always the pyramid, the lower part is expand manner. But in this category, what happens? Stable means what is there is no increasing. See that this is the suppose if it is increase means the post-reproductive comes here like this, isn't it? So this is called a stable. Here the normal growth it will be there. Compared to this one, the expandable. This one is called as expandable. Compared to this one, it's expandable. This one is called as what is it? Stable. There is no any magnify differences is there. Okay. So this is the important thing. See here, the population with more young members grow rapidly. Okay. The population, what happened? Young members grow rapidly. This is the very, very important. Whereas the declining population have a large proportion of the older individual. Where there is a declining population growth is not there, means what happened? Old people's also large in that area only. That's why the reproduction, what happened? Stopped. Okay. So the age structure in a population is also linked to the birth and death. Age population is also very, very important criteria for the, what is that? Birth and death. Okay. Some of the peoples, they were, what is an, produce over, what is that? The post reproductive stage also. Maximum, which is the correct age, this is the age. Okay. How? So more than 23, 25, 27, 29. This is the age for the marriage. Okay. So that time what happened now? You will get the young one. Okay. This is also very less. Suppose the population is reduced here means what is that meaning? The post reproductive is, what is that? High is nature. The reproductive, that age group is very less compared to that one. This is the age, isn't it? This is the important age for the population growth rate also. It is depends upon the reproductive stage only. This is the main criteria. Okay. Suppose reproductive rate is increases, what happened? That this age group is also very high number. What about this one? Suppose the birth rate is decreases, means what is that meaning? The reproductive stage is also less. Okay. So the post reproductive also very, very important criteria. See here. For human population, the age pyramid generally show the age distribution of males and the female in a combined diagram. The shape of the pyramids reflect the growth status of the populations, where it is growing, stable, decline. Already we saw it, that thing. See here, this is the correct example. See, okay, the triangle age pyramids. This is called as age pyramids. Pyramids denoted as a T. The pyramids also divided into a three shape. See here, triangle age pyramid. See here, this is considered as a triangle. Bell-shaped age pyramid. This is considered as a bell-shaped age pyramid. And UM-shaped age pyramid. These are the three age pyramid structures also given by each one. It has, what is that? See that? Expand population. What happened here? They expand the population here. Okay, this one only. Expandable. Stable population, already we saw it. Stable means there is no any growth. But this is declined population. Decline means what does that mean? It will be very less. Here starting is very less. Same process also. Here the bottom is what happened. The length of the bottom will be very short in nature compared to this one as well as this one. Here the length is very high. Here also the length is very high, isn't it? The bottom always, the number is also very high. What about here is a short period. The middle is increase, again it's decline. So such type of graphical representatives consists UM-shaped, what is M-shaped age pyramids. Okay, the middle always is similar. Okay, here the bottom is very large in nature, gradually decreases. That is called as pyramid. Okay, see here, the reproductive stage is also same. Here the reproductive is also same. So pre-reproductive. Here reproductive, same. Here what happened? The post-reproductive is decreases. Here also the post-reproductive decreases. But this in this category, what happened? Reproductive, pre-reproductive also decreases. Reproductive is normal, and then post-reproductive also decreases. This is the called as the concept. The another one is called as a very, very important one. So the same things also expandable. Already we saw it in this one. Okay. In the previous slides, isn't it? Okay. See here. Is expandable population, stable population, and the diminishing population. Okay. That is another type of age group of human population also have been reported in the diagrammatical manner, my dear. So this is the another things. And the last one is called, see that expandable, stable, decline. Already we saw it. Expanding means this is the place. Stable means what is that? The number, it will be reduced, gradually decreases. Decline means what is that? Here the large is there. Here what happened? The reproduction is also large is there. And also the rate is here. What happened? Very less compared to these two. So that is the important. So here what happened? What happened? The death rate is increases. So that is the important. So that is denoted as a decline stages. Okay, my dear. So sometimes they may ask the question, age pyramid is also divided into how many types? Expanding, stable, and declines. The lower part is expand and gradually decreases. Which type? Expanding type. Stable, what is that meaning? So it may be normal. Okay, stable means there is no any decrease or increase. Birth rate or death rate. Okay, death rate is very less in nature compared to normal one. Decline means birth rate decreases, reproductive is very high, and at the same time, the post-reproductive phase is also very short in nature. Here you diagram how it will be now. See here, see that this one comes like this, again it decline like this. Okay, structure is a diamond shape, you will get it. Here there is a pyramid, but very soft. Here it's a sharp in nature. Okay, you will get it. So these are the three type of what is the age pyramid have been reported. One is called as expanding, stable, decline. Okay, my dear. So go to the next one. And biotic potential and environmental resistance. It is another point. Okay. Here, the inherent maximum capacity of an organism to be reproduced, increase in number is termed biotic potential. What does it mean? The inherent maximum. Inherent means what is the DNA of the organism reproduce themselves, as a result, they produce the offspring. Isn't it? So what happened? They increase the numbers is termed biotic potential. Designated by the symbol or, don't forget, my dear, sometimes they may ask the questions, biotic potential also designated by the symbol is M or mu, like that they may give. So or, small r, don't forget, my dear. Biotic potential is realized only when the environmental conditions are non-limiting. So that natality rate is maximum and mortality rate is minimum. Why they are telling the biotic potential is realized only when the environment condition is non-limiting. What is that? You are getting more food, you are getting the all the resources for your living process. Survival fitness is very good for the atmosphere. Means what happened? You can reproduce more than 5 or 10 like that children, isn't it? That is the reason in the earlier stages, in ancient stages, peoples they were get the young one 16 peoples also, 16 children. They are getting maximum. What is that? Maximum resources, food, health, whatever it may be. You are that people were get which one good atmosphere. Okay, and then the food also. That thing's also very, very important. So that is the environmental condition and non-limiting. So that natality rate is maximum. Natality means living. So at the same time, some of the people they were lived up to the 110 age, 110. Nowadays the maximum lifespan it will be how much? 65 only. Male 65, female 68 to 70 ages. Suppose if it is maximum, what happened according to their food and also habits also differ. That is the reason. Take an example, Japanese peoples, they were lived up to 110 years, and also some of the European peoples also, they will not get the easily a heart attack and so on, so because the food habitat and environment, all those things are vary in medicinal aspects also. Under this condition, population size is increased. Okay, suppose we are getting non-limiting food and atmosphere is good, means the population size also increase at the maximum rate. However, nature keeps a check on the expression of biotic potential. That condition is called as what is biotic potential. Okay, media. So this is very, very important. The environmental check on population size or it is biotic potential is called as environmental resistance. With increase in population size, the environmental resistance tend to increase. Okay, already in our board, I told you, suppose your family, you are having 5 person in a family. After 10 years, the family member increases means what happen, you have to give food and shelter and also all the facility you have to do it, isn't it? So it is also increases. So likewise, the environmental resistance also, okay, against the population. Resistance means what is that? They will not allow, with the increasing in population size, the environmental resist against that population tend to increases. So you have to increase the food as well as all the facilities, okay, in education, medicine, and shelter, okay, all the facilities. The environmental resistance represent the limiting effect of abiotic, water, space, and biotic factors. Already told you. Suppose we are having a only one room is there. No, suppose imagine only one room is enough for your you. Suppose your brother or sister is coming, need one more. Okay. Even take an example, water, space, and biotic factors also. Food composition. Food, so competitions. Food is also very, very important for their growth. Okay. Suppose first they buy only one chocolate. Now the father or mother have to buy which one? Two chocolates. Okay. So that do not allow the organisms to attain their biotic potential and keep the population size at a much lower level. Okay. Once increases, what happens? It will be increased gradually. It will not decreases. It will not go to the lower level. That is very, very important. Okay. So that is the potential. And population growth. Okay. So this is the formula. Okay. The population growth, how it will be calculated. Okay. The growth of the population can be measured and increase in the size over a period of time. Take an example, 10 years. How many children is there? How many adult is there? How many persons are married? Okay. So likewise, that is called a period of time. Over a period of time only they calculate each and every 10 years. July 11 is the Human Population Day. Already but it is also very, very important for the NEET point of view. Okay. Doctor's Day. Let us assume that population having an initial size is called as n. Initial means what is that? First. N. Increase to the size n after time interval. Time is denoted as t. Okay. Then the change of in population size is given by the expression. This is very, very important idea. Okay. So this is the important. How it will be calculated. There is a small formula is there. Okay. See. The expression is NT. NT means N is denoted as the initial size. Which one is the given time? That is equal to N0. The initial, there is a N0, isn't it? So plus birth plus immigration minus death minus emigration. These are all are collectively called as what is the, the changes population size is given by the expression. These are the changes. What is that? NT total. Okay. Initial total how will you calculate? That is NT denoted as the changes in population. The N0 is 0 already in our initial stage. Plus birth. For example, take an example, 2023, how much people are there? 20,000 million like that. Birth, 2 million. And plus immigration, 0.5 million. Death, 0.002 million. Emigration, 0.005 million. So you have to calculate these things, you will get the net population. Or NT plus I, that is equal to N plus, that is called as N plus birth plus immigrations. Both are calculated. Minus death plus emigration. You calculate, you will get the total population. Where B is a natality rate, I is the rate of immigration, individual coming in. Mortality rate, D is denoted as the mortality, otherwise called as death rate. E is the rate of emigration from here to somewhere else. So you calculate it, you will get the. Sometimes they may ask the question. This is the main important idea. This is very, very important equations. Okay, don't forget. Okay, the population size is also measured by the expression of the which one of the following equation like that they asked NT that is equal to N0 plus B plus I. N0 means initial stage there is a size is 0 plus birth rate as well as immigration minus death minus emigrations. You will get the net result. Okay, my dear. So this is the important. See that they have given us a population density denoted as N. Okay. Which one is birth? So that is called as, what is it? Natality, birth. It is addition. There is a symbol is plus. Okay, addition to the total population. Immigration, somewhere else they are coming for the food or shelter or business, whatever. These two are plus. Okay, so you calculate it. So this is the total one. After that, you have to minus it. Some of them are death. So that is also minus from the total one, minus. So, and some of the people, they can emigrate from our country for the business or somewhere else, and also getting the, what is that? Green card, like that, emigrations. So that is simply denoted. Population density denoted as the natality plus immigration plus. And minus of mortality, minus of immigration. That is also denoted here. Okay, that is also denoted here. Okay, my dears, don't forget these things. And also, okay, see that under the normal condition, birth and death are the most important factor influence the population density. The other two factors assume importance only under special conditions. Other two factors means, what is that? Already in our, sorry. Okay. For instance, if a new habitat is just being colonized, immigration may contribute more significantly to population growth than birth rate. Immigration means more people coming inside, means suppose birth rate is normal. Suppose immigration means some other peoples, for example, take an example, Sri Lankan people is also coming here. So what is that? That is considered as immigrations. Okay, these are all considered as what is that? Natality or population growth. Okay, so we will finish it up to this level, my dear students. We will see the remaining things on the next class. Which one, the growth models and population growth forms, J-shaped curve, S-shaped curve. Okay, that things we will see the next class, my dears. Today, what we see, we saw it. I will show it completely. See that. What is my carrying capacity? Carrying capacity is nothing but already in our but which one, the population ultimately may be stabilized in a certain size called as carrying capacity of a particular place where it lives. Okay, so this is considered as a K. The maximum carrying capacity is nothing but what is the maximum population size that can be supported by the environment is called as maximum carrying capacity. So already showed that this is the carrying capacity example. So this is a normal one, but the only 3 fishes is there, but the space is very large in nature. At the same time, what happened here, the space is completely filled by the organisms. So the space is not sufficient here, so it comes out. So this is the maximum capacity. Over it, what happened, it will be flow out. Okay, that is another thing. Total fertility, already you know very about what is my total fertility rate. Okay, how many children they will get. It is also calculated by 1,000 year wise, each and 5 years or 10 years like that. And also replacement level, already you know it's normal, calculated by the 2 only, is higher than the 2. Suppose if it is increases, what happened? It will lead to some difficulties in the population growth rate. Zero population, what is the meaning of zero population? Already in our laboratory. Okay, so death rate as well as the birth rate is equal, that is equal to zero population growth. So any country is 0.2 is the normal, less than 0.2 is the zero population growth. Suppose if it is increases or decreases, depends upon the what is the reproduction and so on, so age factors. So zero population, already we discussed the number of births equal to number of death. So that is really 0. And migration and disposal. Migration already we discussed. Migration is a movement from of the individual into the out of the places or country. Only the net immigration, that immigration minus emigration is added to the population growth by birth. The net immigration may be positive, 0, or even negative. Sometimes it may be. Okay, so already we saw it. This one is called as disposal. This one is called as migration. Migration means what is that? Moving. Okay, disposal means scattering. Okay, so like that. Okay, so immigration and emigration, already we saw it. How it will be like that. So what will be the age distribution? It is also denoted as a pyramid-like structures. The age group is also differs, and also they vary, and also denoted as a bar graphical representation, and also female as well as the male also different. Okay, and the left side, which one is the right side, which one is the left side, always in male, and female is the right side. Okay, and then how it will be calculated? The ecological ages of the populations are in 3 ages also referred. One is called as pre-reproductive and reproductive, and also another one is called as post-reproductive. They also represent as a what is that? Graphical representation. They may be divided into 3. One is called as triangular age pyramid, bell-shaped age pyramid, and UM-shaped age pyramids is also there. and expand. Okay, expanding, stable, decline. These are the three things is also given. And biotical potential, environmental resistance, denoted as R. Okay, okay. So these things also already we discussed. Okay, my dear. So population growth is also very, very important. Initial size and also time, and also another one is called as death rate, and also emigration and immigration. That things also we calculate and also represent as a equation format. That is also called as NT, that is equal to N0 plus birth rate plus the immigration minus death rate plus minus emigration. Okay. So, okay, my dears. Thank you so much for the participation. We will see the remaining things on the next class. Thank you. Bye. Take care.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.